Hey guys, Alex here with Heckman Productions, and welcome to episode 5, the final episode of my Road to Anaheim 1 series here in MX Simulator. It's been a fun series to do these videos, but tomorrow, at the time of recording this, it'll be today, when you guys are seeing this, because I'm uploading it a day after I'm recording it, it'll be time for A1. So, if you guys have never watched the professional racing before, make sure you go check out the Start Your Systems YouTube channel. It's all live streamed over there every Wednesday, and it's going to be quite a few weeks in a row now, so it's pretty exciting. Can't believe it's already this time of the year. I'm actually super excited to watch real life racing as well again, but we'll go ahead and focus on MX Simulator in this video and how I've improved over the off season and how I think I'm actually going to do. So first of all, I haven't really played much in the last week. We did our SYS team edit on Thursday, and I have not played since then until today. I did one warm-up session before I started recording this, and my shifter finger was hurting pretty good because I actually use the kind of like, it's called the claw method, where my index finger is over top of the X and Y buttons, which is what I use to shift. So when I haven't played in a while and I start playing again, my index finger will get a little sore just from being in that position constantly and always pressing. So I'm actually pressing the buttons with like the right side of my index finger. Holy moly, I am playing terrible. I promise you guys I haven't been playing this bad up until like right now. So even the warm-up session I was actually not riding too bad. So I feel like this off season I've done way more preparation than I've done in a long time for a Supercross series. I did three or four fun races. I think it was 3, yeah, if I'm correct. Why can I not get that triple M clean? But yeah, I did 3 fun races, 2 of which I felt like I did really well in. I shared those ones on YouTube as a race analysis. And then the one that I recorded live, I didn't do as good in, just made a few too many mistakes and wasn't able to have as great of a finish, but it still was okay. Like, I still felt like I rode decent, just take away the mistakes, and that would have been good. So that's kind of been the goal of the whole series, is to try to see if I can stop making as many mistakes. And I feel like I'm getting better. I'm actually getting more comfortable. I have to say, I think I'm more comfortable on a 250 than I've ever been before, at least that I can remember. I haven't really raced a 250 in a while, so, well, I guess I did last year, but I wasn't super comfortable last year. Like, I was happy to make a main event. I think I only made one. There we go. I had to go off the track to get it, but at least I got it. So I feel like having the realistic goal of making mains, first of all, is definitely attainable. With how I've been riding in the practice races, I've been pretty smart in picking my passes and making sure I'm avoiding the chaos. I've been doing a pretty decent job at that. So I feel like making the main event shouldn't be a problem as long as I can avoid the chaos in the first couple corners and not have an absolute atrocious race anyways. So once I make sure that I'm able to make main events pretty easily, which might take a couple rounds for me to really feel confident in myself, then I'll start really focusing on the main event and trying to make sure I'm as close to the top 10 as possible and trying to get into the top 10. And I do feel like that's possible with my speed, and if I can maintain that speed throughout the whole race, it shouldn't be a problem. At least that's what I tell myself now. I'm not really too familiar with the 250 riders that are going to be going against. I'm sure there'll be a couple familiar faces, but so many of the guys that I raced against when I was doing 250s have either stopped playing the game or are now in 450s, so I'm not really gonna know a whole lot of the people there. I used to be where I knew pretty much everybody, and I kind of had an idea on who was faster than me and who wasn't, and now I'm kind of like, I don't really know. So it'll be cool finding out where I stand, and a lot of them haven't raced me before, so they don't really know where I should be either. So it's kind of cool, like almost having a clean slate. Like, I don't know exactly where I'm going to be in the pack. So, this track that I chose to ride for this final video is the 2022 practice prep track or something. I can't remember the test track by Josh Gilmore, JGSX. Pretty fun track, actually. What I really like about the track is it has a couple nice rhythm sections in it, but they're not the easiest. Like, a couple of them you have to check out for to hit clean. And another thing that's good practice is his on-offs are actually challenging to get off. Like, it doesn't have a lip on it, so you actually have to put in that extra effort to get off the table, especially on these two. Like, you have to basically seat bounce to get off the table clean. And it's really good practice for when you get into a race where you might not have that, but it's still good to be able to do that efficiently. Whoops, that was rough. And it also has 90s on here, which is something that I'm not super good at, so it's good to get practice on that as well. And not to mention the whoop section's nice and long and not super easy either. Like, I've gotten swapped in it many times before, so yeah, wasn't expecting this video to be too long. It's been a little while since I played, like I said. The SYS team edit should be out. I sent it to Kellen. It would have been just a few minutes ago, but this video will be getting uploaded tomorrow, so make sure to head over to SYS and check that out. I put quite a bit of time into that video. I actually had quite a few unused clips and unused demos. We did so much riding together as a team. It was kind of crazy having all those people together, and we just kind of rode, and before I knew it, we had 6 demos, all like 20 minutes long, and I had to sort through to get clips. And then kind of last minute, we decided to add Jeremy Smith to the team, number 4, JS4. So instead of working on the edit that night, I spent my time making him gear and stuff, and then I was actually able to work him into the edit, just with how things worked out. Just a little trick of the trade that I have. But oh, that one hurt. So that's pretty cool. We have Jeremy Smith, who's obviously a previous champion. He's national number 4, been number 4 forever. And then we also have Mr. Andrew Wood. I'm not sure how much he's going to be able to play, but he is on the team. Pretty good friend. He helps Kellen, or at least he helped Kellen commentate before COVID kind of took over, and not really sure if he's going to be joining Kellen or not. And then there's me, obviously, and then Ethan Parks will be doing 450 Pro. I think he has a chance to definitely do good, making main events and kind of goals of top 10 like I have. So it'll be cool to see how he's doing. He's been riding super good in the off season. Probably the fastest I've ever seen Ethan. I think I've mentioned it in one of my videos. I always used to be the faster one between us, but I think he has me covered now, so cool to see how he can do. And then we also have Colby Uhl, UHL. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not, but Colby is, I believe, racing AMS along with his friend Brendan King, who is number 234. Those two will be heading up our AMs, and then Aaron Anderson also. He, I believe, will be racing amateurs. He has been on the team for a long time. It hasn't always worked out for him to race, just due to his work and other circumstances, but he's always been super consistent, super nice guy, kind of quiet, but really fun to play with, so hope he's able to do well as well. And I think I'm missing some. Oh yeah, there's Kellen. Of course there's Kellen. That's the guy I was missing. So I believe that's the whole team. So yeah, we should be able to do pretty decent. Ethan and I, we're going to be the only pro riders, but now we have Jeremy as well. So hopefully we'll have 2 SYS riders in the 450 main at A1 and 1 250 rider, me. That would be best case scenario. I am riding terrible. These are probably some of the worst laps I've put on this track. Not even joking. Man. So once West Coast, so obviously I'm racing 250 West. It'll be the first 6 rounds, I believe, is 250 West. So 6 straight weeks on the 250. All the hard work I've been putting in. See if it pays off. But then after that, I probably will switch over to 450 just to keep in the flow and not lose any rhythm and see how I can do. I haven't raced a 450 in a while. I haven't even played on a 450 other than getting screenshots here and there, so it'll be a bit of an adaptation process during that week of practice. So yeah, I think that about does it, guys. The series has done pretty well. The first episode blew up, which I kind of expected it to. The other episodes haven't done quite as well, but still getting a decent amount of views, so I really appreciate everyone who's been checking these out and giving it support. I do plan on doing some videos throughout the season, kind of logging my progress and maybe do some race recaps if I have some good ones, and maybe even some live recordings. So I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet, but I'm definitely not going to just not post. That's not my plan at all. So anyways, that'll do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for checking it out, and we'll see you in the next video.